how's this set up? I just need to double check. I don't think I've got the stream overlay up yet. The stream overlay, what do you call it? The chat thingy. Oh, it's gonna come up. But hey. How do I do this? Great, I really should have started recording after I got the setup from Divine. Okay, I think that's it. You go down. Okay, so this is Tower of Time. It is a game I have randomly picked up on Steam because it was for like £1.30, and I don't know a huge amount about it. I have played a little bit of it over the past few days, which I couldn't record because I had family over. It's a strange game where you play as, well, the character you're actually playing as is a guy sitting down in a chair, vaguely mind controlling his sort of mercenaries he's sending to explore a tower. So, yeah. Also, the world's dying, as there's no sun, or there's not much in the way of sun. I described it as a CRPG when I was playing it, but when I bought it, but I'm not sure I described it as that. I would associate that more with sort of Baldur's Gate and its kin. Well, I'll show you what the combat looks like, because it's weird. Hello. Hello, Winter. Okay, I've got a ferret in the background. Now, of course, I'm going to demonstrate this and almost certainly get my ass handed to me, because this is probably not a fight I wanted to take, but hey.
Maninata.
So, enemies are going to just keep spawning. Actually, no, mainly one big enemy is going to keep spawning and constantly fighting us. Actually, there might be multiple because this is not just a shaman that we saw.
How may I help you?
Manimarte. Manca Lemerna.
Will position.
Shoot them. On my way.
Pero amin.
Yes.
Amin vera. Yes.
Yes, my lord.
XP, no, it's not XP. Aggro control in this game is weird, and as such, I always get these guys wind up getting charged at.
Shoot them.
Let's target the closest person.
Manimarte.
May the light guide your path.
This guy's sort of a fighter, but he's also kind of a paladin and can randomly summon things of stone. So
Mani.
I guess it's more battlefield control, which is sort of part of the game.
At your service.
by default, this game has a system where when you do that, instead of pausing, it just slows it down. I turned that off because
Sire?
I definitely want to be able to choose my decisions
Alright.
for pausing the game.
Mani. Mani Marte.
Yes.
What was that one? Oh,
Yes?
RPG Light and Permanent Mode. Okay, I don't know what RPG Light means. Permadeath, no. I can actually get it. I mean, I haven't died much in these characters. But, no. Not until I understand the game better. Now, what did I get? Is that new? Minus to health and mana regen, but also regenerates 1% of health and mana each second. That's odd. Now, this is something that's almost certainly going to annoy me. Let's check. Oh no, it's still better. Okay. So, for the record, this sword I got, I traded 10 life from this character permanently in order to get it. I'm not sure that's going to be worth it in the long run, but I've currently done it anyway, so I guess we have to make do. I'm sure I'm trying to equip this. Is that -1 health regeneration? That just worries me. That would turn off his health regen, passive health regen. Oh, let's just try it. Imagine this imagery is going to get out of control over time. Why is the recording's audio working? Yeah, it does seem to be. Although the main issue is the audio might be a bit high. Oh, I should make it that so that fades. Okay. We finally reached the staircase to the lower floor. We had stopped here for a brief respite, though Sleeth is growing impatient for us to resume the descent. My aching body cringes at the prospect. He alone seems impervious to weariness. The steps each as high as a man's knees seem endless. We can glimpse the dimly lit ground below us. These 1,000 steps remain. For the record, between the sort of intro level and the first floor, we had to do sort of something like 1,000 steps. The Paladin refuses to do it again, understandably. Oh yeah, also, it's clear from the description that what this dungeon is there was a massive-ass tower that something lifted up into the sky, turned around, and smashed into the ground. So we're at the bottom floor, but we're going down, which was also going to go up in the original tower. It's all a bit weird. Also, we're standing on the ceiling. It's not really reflected in the map, but we are standing on the ceiling. Steve became very excited when we found the stairwell. He insisted that we all wait at the top while he goes down to investigate. But we all decided that we will go with him. We simply do not trust him anymore. So much time has passed since we left our camp. We all hope to find more food down there, and perhaps even more accommodating place to live. I cannot wait to see my little Marcus again, and the smile on his face when I bring him sweets. We depart again soon, and will send word back to our people as soon as we reach the bottom. I pity the man who draws a short straw and must make that grueling ascent. Yeah, you and the paladin both. I'm gonna call him a paladin. I think he's technically just a fighter, but I'm gonna call him a paladin. Also, I got this elf druid who joined us after a bit, and he doesn't understand, how do I put this? Figures of speech. I think he's not supposed to be good at English or human language. Okay, so there's some sort of barrier that I need to figure out a way of breaking. The weird spirit thing that guided me early on, I think, said this was unbreakable. But presumably it's wrong. Otherwise, this is going to be a very short game. Or I suppose we just go around it. Your champions approach the statue, and one lays a hand at its base. It's warm to the touch. A feeling of gratitude passes over them. Suddenly they hear a deep rumbling sound. Well, I don't know what we did to earn the gratitude, but thanks. As Great Azun made the first thing that moved, and he gazed what he had wrought, beguiled for 1,000 days and 1,000 nights, so full of life they were. Artus left, chapter 1, verse 9, presumably a religious text of some sort, give the paladin more life. He gets most of these for some reason. It's also worth mentioning, I'm finding a bunch of orcs around here, or I have been finding a bunch of orcs. But the characters have no idea what orcs are, so presumably they don't come from anywhere around us. What a clever design. I've never seen a bridge of such elegance and sturdiness. I wonder how many centuries it has spanned the gap. We literally just saw it rise up. The ancients were truly capable people. We give them undue credit. After all, their society crumbled and their legacy is our dying world. But dwelling on the past only robs us of the present. Up ahead, a construction which radiates warmth and energy. This elf has priorities straight for a druid. What have we got here? A small party approaches the end of the bridge. It was spanning the unknown depths below. A strange figure appears on the far side, constructed almost entirely of smoke and condensed air. I'm glad you can tell that's what it's made of. Is that thing alive? Have you ever seen anything it's like, noble elf? I've never laid eyes on one in person. Nonetheless, I believe with certainty we stand before an air elemental, being created by the ancients to carry out menial duties. Such energies are very powerful, but I do not sense any ill intent. Don't bet on it. This in this place has been friendly. Why don't you two go and check its intent while I hang back here? She does that a lot. Hello, how's your intent? Ah, yes, your intent is to fight us. you know,
Money.
as it always is.
Manga.
Oh,
Le
that's-
Mena.
Moving into position. At your service. Affirmative.
Mani Mate.
My blade is yours to command.
Yes.
The boss has had multiple different stages. Let's check after that. Time. Did it? May have. No, it didn't. Okay, so it's gone to a new stage. Where it's something.
Mani Mate.
You guys are not going to target the boss because this is the target the same thing. But honestly, these just seem to target. I think I'm just going to be targeting the boss because
I never miss.
it hasn't so far done anything for me.
Mani Mata.
Okay, this has been underwhelming. I mean, he thinks he's supposed to be doing something. Whatever they did, it didn't seem to do enough quickly enough. That do not store crafting crystals for later use. Okay. I didn't catch the rest of this. Welcome again. So many years since passed and you finally arrived. So strong now. Much stronger than anyone who's come to this place before. At long last, someone of true promise. This is almost certainly talking to the character I'm playing as, the one called Yu, who is sitting on a throne right now directing these people. They came to this place as a child, only to basically be told to come back later. Which they did after they became a older guy who had earned some respect from the king and had got, you know, him to give him some mercenaries, I guess, and some soldiers. You must take care to use this strength wisely. Even with your guidance, only the greatest heroes of Artara will succeed at reaching the bottom. Only heroes truly of heart and willing to die for your cause. They must not stray from the path you have set before them. I granted you this knowledge long ago, so you may breach the barrier I've erected. Hurry, I have little time left. I have the weird feeling this is us from the future or something. Especially as the whole intro is about when you first start up the game. So it's not actually part of the game, like it's part of the startup sequence. There's this whole guy sitting on a throne having dialogue about what happened and how he needs to be judged. And I'm almost certain it's our character. Your champions below, and you sitting on the throne above feel shaken. For a long time after this strange yet strangely familiar experience, then with a sudden shock you realize that time has stopped. Everyone in the throne chamber and your champions far below stand frozen in time. You observe the moisture of their breath, sense their unfinished thoughts, and can see the flickering of neurons in their brain. You understand that you can control them fully and undeniably, as wooden puppets should you ever wish this. What just happened? We spoke to you. Is this the same power which granted you your vision so many years ago, when you were still a child? Yep, so, as I say, I can mind control my dudes. Ooh. There is a cautionary tale of a young druid novice who had joined the Order of Mages. He had a natural propensity for mana regeneration, but a tiny pool of mana to draw upon. Needless to say, he was soon vanquished when he faced with capable foes. Ooh, okay, minus 20 mana, so a mana regen a second. think I am going to take this on my druid, though it is quite literally thorning. I mean, that's almost double the my mana regeneration at the cost of, well, a not insignificant, a not as high proportion of my mana. Altar of Forgotten Gods. Your champions ascend the steps and suddenly they know what it is. This is an altar of forgotten gods, perhaps just one god. You are sure the ancients did not believe in the ultimate divinity, that there were only some supernatural beings, such as spirits of the seasons and elements. Yet without doubt, this is a structure was, or is, devoted to a force infinitely more powerful than any of the ancient spirits you had encountered before. Your champions touch the stone of the altar, and they are granted a powerful boon. We are? Oh, we have a stick. Okay. Now I'm gonna guess the stick is this guy's weapon. This is armor, okay. I think the offhand weapons have a 50% damage decrease. So DPS 5.8, so 2.9. It's 2.9 plus 5.7. 8.7. So this is going to be slightly higher DPS, like ever so slightly. Comparing stats is going to be a bit more awkward. Okay. Stun, dazed, blind percentage chance, 5% magic penetration, 5% skill power increase, and minus 4% cooldown. Also a stun, dazed, blind, magic penetration, range deleting, crit chance. Okay, so this one, by contrast, has a bunch of. So it's got an additional damage that's probably already included. Yeah, it almost certainly is, especially considering the fact that... no, it definitely is. Because its damage is too close, I think. So this gives resistances, another stunning and blinding, better magic penetration, better health, better mana per hit. Okay, that's really good. I'm gonna try it and just see. But yeah, this is an alignment system where basically people get happier with us, and the paladin likes me the most. Though I like the druid the most. Mostly because he's mechanically important. Okay, however, let's just save up quickly and go back to town. This double things. First of all, let's check what infantry items I'm missing. You don't have a helmet or boots. You do not have chest armor, and you do not have gloves. I'm gonna have to try and remember that. Because you can make these things, and they said something about not wanting to put these. Okay. I actually have the least of the green ones, which are the ones you'd spend for that. Let's try this. minus 20 mana points. Oof, okay. To be fair, this guy is not the most mana dependent. Yeah, that's sad. Why do some of these things just keep hitting my mana? Wait, I already have one more. Damn it. Or was it gloves? Gloves, right? Okay, why does everything cost mana? It's something I'm doing with the crafting. Relics. This type equips. Ah, wait. Well, this guy has... The head armor was showing. Was that a thing I just crafted? Okay, ranged weapon. She has one of her crossbows, excluding the purple quality items you can enchant, except... Oh no, I can't do high hand armor. Do skill cooldown and feet. Okay, elemental resistance in an area. That's a weird one. Okay, you should have a ranged weapon. Yes, you do. Let's give it that. Okay. Interesting. This one already gives the lifetime, but it's actually on the base item. I don't know how big I think that's going to be. Wait. Melee weapon. Okay, interesting. Yeah, a bit better life draining now. And let's just hold off for anything more from that. I can't upgrade this again. Wrong thing. Can't upgrade that again. That's just... Okay. Now barracks I can level up people or spend training on them to increase. I've upgraded him to the max. Let's upgrade a bit. That should be max, and let's upgrade you. That should be it. Now, I have a feeling... Nope, wrong click. That's given them more skills. So yeah, you've got something else now. Taunt. Oh. That is something I'm going to want. And reinforce armor. Okay, I think the taunt has to stay. I think I'll take that upgrade. Let's take a heal. Look at the heal. Are you healing our health for seconds? Oh. Yeah, I always have to do some sort of connection thing. Let's try to do that. It's all fascinating. Does look like it's sort of only going down certain routes. I think I'm actually going to go down that for the wall. Because I previously had a short wall to shoot over, but actually I found that a bit more awkward because... Okay, let's do the health regen then. Those are definitely mutually exclusive. Still have 6. Okay, I have 1 point left. I'm sorry, I did the wrong thing. Bear trap. Okay, cool. Okay. And you have 1 point, which is probably not enough to buy anything. I'm sure you can tell I don't really know how to level those guys. I was just sort of playing it by ear. Something in the background. Let's see. Let me see. is going to poison me. I may have saved Scum that to check earlier. Where can I go now, then? Magical barrier is still there. They were going on about something, but I had to turn it down. There's Quaker maybe now. Oh. The champions approached the stairs to the lower floor. There was a barrier of message. Coming closer to this immense power that grew. Suddenly you realize that you can search for the ancient spell and know how to spell it. You compel one of your champions to approach the barrier and touch it. Behold the power of my lord. Our mission is ordained by fate and no barrier will stand in our way. He's talking about me when he talks about our lord, so he's not just really religious. The Tower of the Avatar appears preoccupied. As King speaks, she raises her head to look above, as if searching for something. It dawns on you she is looking for you. You hear her voice in your mind. So, he has spoken to you. What lies did he spin this time? Did he promise you power beyond all imagining, untold riches, life everlasting? The aminosity in her voice was crisp. You don't understand what it is. What is the cause for this? Give me a second. I'm just going to go get something. In the background, I shall be back in like a minute. So clearly, the voice and this random spirit guardian thing are antagonistic to each other. I'm probably not trusting the weird voice, I'll be honest, even though my character is listening to it. So, you will not even speak to me. Be warned then. The others below will bring you no respite from the hardships above. He is far beyond the comprehension of mere mortals, beyond even my full understanding. Who would be wise to resist his compulsions? How to respond, or even if to respond at all. A whisper in the back of your mind tells you it would be dangerous. You remain silent, observing the Tower Avatar through the eyes of your confused champions. So be it. I will remain at your side then, and continue to assist you, but know this, you must soon open your eyes to see the truth, before he consumes your free will. Yeah, because random mind control is definitely not something we're doing. What's wrong? Why did she just hover there in silence, then disappear without a word? She was not as silent as you think. I feel something. She was speaking to someone without use of her voice. Did neither of you hear anything in your minds? Not I. Me neither. Curious, most curious. Verily, there is much of which we are ignorant of in this place. Alright, enough of the Tower Avatar. We have a long descent ahead of us. We'd best get moving. Grinning hands her bow to Kane. And by the way, Horns, if you ever want to conserve your energy, Kay is more than happy to carry your gear. Oh, that is most courteous of you, Shield Guard. Eric begins removing his gear and passing it to Kane. The Shield Guard's eyes grow larger. Wait, me! We're going to have another long set of stairs, aren't we? Okay, well, I am going to take it that from... Oh! I have missed one side quest. So, maybe I should go do one side quest. Where is it? Okay, Ancient Journals. Find all the villagers' journals to discover their fate. Is it indicated where I may have missed a journal? Because everything else indicates I've discovered everything. Do I care about a journal? Not really, let's be honest here. Let's go down. As your champions descend the long dark stairwell to the next floor, you think about recent events. This tower has been the epicenter of your visions you have had since your childhood, and you are finally exploring its depths. I will resist commentary. It has been buried underground for a long time, hundreds of years, perhaps thousands. You expect that it might be dangerous, but rather due to collapsed passages and rotting floors, instead you find it is full of ancient myths and hostile life of unexplained origins. Then there was a mysterious voice that spoke to you when time was frozen. It bestowed upon you something. Despite your abiding urge to reach the bottom of the tower, you feel as if you were a pawn on a chessboard, playing a game with unknown rules. You sense the lifted spirits of your party as they round the corner and see the last of the steps. They have arrived. Drink. I thought those steps would never end. I wonder how many floors there are to this place. I suppose we will know in time. So many skeletons. I wonder what happened here. Could it be those villagers allied to that Sleeth character? Looks like they found a way down, only to die at the foot of the stairs. Well, he started that from lack of provisions. Apparently, human vision is far worse than I have heard. Don't you see how the charred these bones are? These people did not succumb to starvation over time. They died quickly by flame. Whatever it was, it seems their Magnus was unable to protect them. Or unwilling. Maybe it was the tower avatar. Perhaps you should not unlock them to gain access to the lower floors. As your party prepares to move forward, a crackle of energy dances through the air once again, announcing the arrival of the tower avatar. You find this constant observation by the avatar unsettling, to say the least. I'm not sure that's the most unsettling thing here. It was not I who brought the people to the end. I do not seek to take a life of a good reason, and these people pose no threat. Greetings once again, Avatar. Perhaps you can help us get our bearings? I am happy to offer aid where I can, but I would be negligent of my duties if I did not warn you. There are dangers here beyond imagining. Some people have limited imaginations, I guess. Just as you observe your own duties, we must observe ours. We cannot do otherwise. Then by all means continue. The second level you now explored is infested with orcs. An old defense mechanism to counter this threat is still active here. In the old times, the Magi constructed guardians, beings of pure magic given physical form, and much stronger than flesh and blood. Bone. Oh, sorry. I do not like the sound of that. These defense mechanisms, do they only defend against the orc threats? I'm afraid they will not be able to discriminate between you and the orcs. You are both intruders in this place. Wait a second. You are the tower, and the tower is you, right? Can you just call them off? Let them know we're not intruders? I'm afraid they were constructed long before I was created, and as such, I have no ability to influence them. Study them carefully. They adapt to the nature of the threat with expert precision. I'm afraid your abilities will be put to the test here. Good luck, Shield Guard. I hope you see your companions through this safely. Well, look at that. Looks like you made a new friend, Kay. What are your orders, sir? She may not comprehend or have time to analyze the social dynamics of the group. It is far more efficient to address the perceived leader of the group directly on our behalf. Thank you, Double Elf. I agree. I do not think her intentions was to be rude, but I have to say I'm a bit surprised. High Courtier, member of the King's Guard such as yourself aren't supposed to let trivial matters get under your skin. You said I was upset. Come on, you're wasting time. I think she technically outranks him. What have I done? What have I become? How did my personal drive for knowledge and power manifest in such disaster? I killed them. All those innocent people. They entrusted me with their lives and I betrayed them. I try to tell myself my actions served a greater purpose, but my words echo hollow excuse in my ears. How many other men have tried to justify the evil of their actions? Are there any mirrors here? I wonder if I would recognize my own face. I wonder if I would recognize the face staring back at me as my own. There's only one path now, staying true to my cause. If you died here, so millions may live and prosper. I can only pray that future generations will absolve me of my actions here today. So, it seems Sif killed these people. They followed him as their messiah into the tower, and he killed them, slaughtered them all. Such wicked madness. Perhaps we're only getting one side of the story. If the orcs were to leave a note above us, what would they say? How many greenskins have we killed in the name of our cause? It's a totally different situation, Kane. We did not lead the orcs to this place under false promises, and the orcs we put to the sword would have merely made a meal of us had we not defended ourselves. Aye. Yet who knows what drives them? If armed strangers came into our city bearing weapons and speaking in strange tongues, you'd have had bolts in their chest before you knew what hit them. Don't play devil's advocate, hiding behind the 7 virtues of your king's champion. Our cause is just, and you know this to be true. Of course our cause is just. It's likely Cease and the orcs believes the same about theirs. To what end is this conjecture? Well, mostly just renting the girl being an ignorant git. It is getting us nowhere. It is foolish to argue with the motivations of people we know little about. Perhaps you two could continue discussions if you found more clues about what happened here. I know this is not coming across, but I'm not too keen on the archer. Skellies. Constructs, actually.
Money.
There's something behind us.
Yes, my lord. All right.
Coming.
Money Marte.
Acknowledged. Will. Affirmative.
Money Nata.
How may I help you?
Shoot them.
Ready to serve, my lord. Your wish is my command. Moving into position.
Yes.
How may I help?
Confidence in our cause of injustice is very dubious because we're kind of just here because my guy said so.
Will do.
We don't really know what's going on. We think this something could be helpful, but we're not too sure. What is that? That was just a pause time.
Yes, my lord. Moving into position. All right. Moving into position. Will do.
Heru Amin.
How may I help you? All right.
Money Marte.
My blade is yours to command. Your wish is my command. Moving into position.
Money Nata.
May the light guide your path. All right.
Marte.
My blade is yours to command.
Shoot them.
Heru Amin.
How may I help you?
Mercy. Little haze clears of orcish origin. Understand the current energy is generated from fuel correctly. It draws power from a nearby source. We just need to find it. Kill orc. Got it. Yes, the orcs are indeed responsible for the barrier. They guard the area below jealously and will prevent your passage. They clearly see you as a greater threat to them. Can you tell us anything about these orcs? Where do they come from? What exactly is their purpose here? I do not know from where they come from nor their purpose. All I can tell you is that they have been here for a long time. Even after all these years, I still cannot decipher their speech. If it makes any difference, until recently they remained only on this level, not daring to move below. Squinting again. Something comes and goes, without your knowledge. I am not an omnipotent Maeve. The needs of the tower that require my attention are many, and some of the things do indeed slip past my attention and knowledge. I wish you luck in dealing with this barrier.
Mani Marte.
Okay, we got one of these. So there's gonna be these portals we need to destroy. Otherwise, it just keeps spawning shit. I need to stop swearing.
Deslolale.
Acknowledged.
Consider it done.
Maninata. Fulien.
Will do. May the light guide your path.
Heru Amin. Seas Amin.
Unleash hell.
Mani. Uma de la.
My blade is yours to command.
Mani Marte.
May the light guide your path.
Be held for much longer. The timing has worked out.
Yes, my lord. Acknowledged.
Okay.
Mani. Amin vera. Yasen.
I never miss.
All right.
Uma de la.
Yes.
Yes.
Deslolale.
Your wish is my command. Sire?
Right between the eyes.
All right. Moving into position. Will do. Your wish is my command.
Of course. Coming.
May the light guide your path.
Shoot them.
My blade is yours to command.
Yes.
It's gonna have to be a reset. Fast.
Going. Of course.
Mani,
Sire,
Reverse
Bien.
that.
desolale. Seas amin.
You two
moving
go
into
over
position.
to. Oh, they changed where the portal was. You two go to destroy this portal. Druid is going
Heru
to
amin.
throw some shit over here to hold these guys back.
Manca le merna. Bien,
How may I help you?
ni Marte.
Yes.
My blade is yours to command.
Heru amin.
Between the eyes. Unleash hell.
Uma de la.
May the light guide your path. Acknowledge.
Manca le merna.
Yes, affirmative.
This time let's kill our way through. Just trying to rush it.
Will do.
Amin vera. Yasenle.
Yes.
Heru amin.
At your service.
Mani Marte. Heru amin.
Far better. Patience killed me last time, I guess.
Sire, your wish is my command.
this game, by the way, so sometimes when you open these chests you get attacked. That happened once in the higher level though, so it's not exactly super common. I'm guessing these are the orcs.
Heru Amin.
Okay, let's look around. Is there anything I can actually summon from over here, or is that just empty space?
How may I help you?
Uma
See if there's all
Dela.
in here.
Going.
Nope, okay, that is a thing.
Mani Marte.
At your service.
Shoot them.
My blade is yours to command.
Heru Amin.
At your service. Acknowledge.
Mani Marte.
Yes.
Let's see. There's a lot of ranged attacks. Let's see if
I
we can draw
never
them
miss.
back here.
Manca Le Merna.
At your service.
Better if I didn't summon an engine in retrospect.
Uma Dela.
Affirmative.
Consider it done.
Mani Marte.
My blade is yours to command. Moving into position. May the light guide your path. Affirmative.
Heru Amin. Julien.
Yes, my lord.
Mani Marte.
Unleash hell.
At your service.
Mani Marte. Amin Vera. Yasen Le.
Sire.
Mani Marte.
Shoot them. On my way.
Heru Amin.
Yes, my lord.
Deslolale. Mani.
Will do.
These seems to have an awful lot for its relatively low percentage.
Moving into position. Acknowledged.
Maninata.
So for last guys, let's just accelerate this a bit.
May the light guide your path.
Yeah, the druid is so much more useful than these other guys.
Manca.
The archer, at least.
Le
The fighter
Merna.
serves a very more purpose. We did quick save rather than doing those saves every time. Yep, I have just been picking up tons of pants from him. What was movement speed? What was higher armor? Okay, these are just slightly better versions of my current ones, I think. A lot of car tracks being displaced. It looks like logistics operation took place here some time ago. Let's see, what was that? Oh wait, that was chainmail mods. Why do so many armors penalize mana? Okay, so block passage. Then those orcs drop this. No. Interesting. So these are forges. I think they just increased one of my items. Let's. Can I put in that? No. Okay, it increases them to purple quality, doesn't it? Do I have anything? We're just gonna arbitrarily pick something. Arbitrarily picking go. Please tell me that isn't just a better shield. Come on, that isn't the thing they do, would it? It has more armor than these shields, we just upgraded it. It does have worse overstats though. There is a note on the sable. He is gone for now. Praise the life oak. He might come back, but I do not care anymore. The terror I saw in my friend's eyes as they perished in his fires, I can't stop the memory of it running through my mind. If I could go back, even if I dared. I could not go back, even if I dared. The stairs are blocked. There is little food here, and my fever is worsening. I should never have spent so much time in the freezing waters, searching for other survivors. Perhaps they went further. I must rest for a while now. I will start to search again tomorrow. We must find a way to warn our families above. Some of the villagers must have escaped. How they eluded me, I do not know. Perhaps the immense stores of mana I tapped into here somehow masked their presence, or altered my awareness of things, or both. They were able to steal the keys to the library during one of my meditations. I thought they respected my power, those ungrateful wretches. I'll have to seal valuable places of wards from now on, and set them upon myself when I'm indisposed. The doors to the library are locked away with powerful magics. It would likely take me months to deconstruct the spell. No, I must have the key back. I have decided to look for the thieves. The tracks lead south. I cannot blame them for fleeing, but taking my keys will prove a most grave error. Okay, that implies that the key for the barrier is down this way somewhere. Which I thought I already explored, but who knows. That was the note from the... Yeah, no, those are the notes I just read. Skeleton, like those are your champions from Society of the Ancients. Another victim of the Mad Magus, perhaps? Where'd it go? Oh, Gabriel was used as storage to destroy the totem. Fearful and magic trap may like connected to it. Eric suggests we unravel the totem with his own magic. The orcs thus far proved sensitive to magic. Does Eric's solution might carry a greater risk, alerting the greenskins to your champion's presence. For a moment, the party engages in a heated debate on the best course of action. Okay, so I can influence them here. Okay, so if I go let the party decide what are they doing. Okay, I'm going to load that because I actually want to do the other one. Okay, so I've lost it. I think that's the first time I've ever lost with Kane. You usually trust your long-term friend's judgments in situations like this, but Eric's argument is compelling. There could easily be a trap or alarm connected to the totem. Focusing your will ever so delicately on Kane, you convince him to let Eric have his way. Small wisps of blue energy extend from Eric's fingers as he probes the crystal delicately. After several minutes of examining the intricate crystalline nodes, he finally finds a way to dispel the enchantment. Crystalline light flitters for a moment before vanishing. Eric turns and makes direct eye contact with each champion, fully satisfied with his efforts. As the party prepares to move on, a large group of shamans approached by a giant earth crawler. They wave their stabs in rhythmic unison, chant as they close. Apparently, Eric's display of magical prowess did not go unnoticed. So both are getting even ambushed, but it just seems more sensible to let the magic guy do magic stuff. Rather than, you know, Hulk smash.
Desolale.
Right between the eyes.
Ready to serve, my lord.
Shoot them.
Amin vera yasen le.
Your wish is my command.
Strange. Where are the others?
into position. Affirmative. All right.
Unleash hell.
Manimarte. Manga Liberna.
Shoot them.
May the light guide your path.
Amin Vera. Yasenle.
I'll never miss. Yes.
At your service. Affirmative.
Heru Amin. Maninata.
Unleash hell.
May the light guide your path.
Manimarte. Manimarte.
Shoot them.
Ready to serve, my lord. In position. Will do. All right.
Maninata.
Yes, my lord.
Mani.
May the light guide your path.
Last one? Yeah. Cool. Charity. Okay. So bleeding is an armor ignore, I guess? It's gonna make it remind me of which Warframe. Okay. Bet you this is going to hurt my guys. Get master decreased by 1. Let's reload that because I am a filthy safe scummer. This part of the wall was clearly destroyed recently. Someone seems to be setting the path for your party. All these blocked passages and open passages. Your champions sense they may be walking into a trap. I'm going to translate that as save. Should maybe just do a proper save. I'm a bit paranoid, I'm sure. Anyone who can see this could tell. A short distance after the dark passage, the party arrives in a long abandoned market square. Amazing. The people here are built like a small city within this tower. The place must have been full of life and laughter once. It's remarkably well preserved. I expected to see a shopkeeper set up shop and children come rushing from around the corner. The tower is ancient. All this was built long before my time, long before the land shattered and... Can you enlighten Dustin to exactly how much time has passed since that happened? Over 1,000 years now? If you wish to explore the past, a grand library awaits at the top of the stairs behind me. It should hold ample historical volumes. Now, what do you have, sir? Have you no interest in the history? My history begins and ends within the confines of the tower. My duty stands independent of the past or the future. I cannot afford to dwell on what was lost, only what remains, what must be protected. Besides, my understanding is that knowledge of times long gone can be dangerous, inciting acts of desperation and despair. Such mindsets can only serve to distract me from my responsibilities here. Nodding. I know the nature of the duty you speak. We truly are kindred spirits, Avatar. She seems afraid of the past. Yes, virtue was created by someone is responsible for what she knows. I wonder who had the power to do this? Well, whatever it is, wherever she came from, she seems to have our best interests at heart. Another delegation has arrived at the throne room. Join me above to meet them. You will be most surprised. This is me. We appear to have a dwarf. A new delegation has arrived before the Crystal Throne. Dwarves, the renowned race of miners and smiths, among them approach and speak in rough tones. We come to aid ye with the pledge of craftswork and arms. I am Rakan, Rune Lord, son of Rokim, master of blades and bearer of fire. I never yield in battle, and never leave combat behind. For 10 nights, I didn't sleep a wink. Visions of this great... What the fuck is happening to my accent? Visions of this great tower, a haunting voice kept calling me. Only when I resolved to come here did I sleep once more. I have traveled deep into the bowels of many mountains. My hammer and my knowledge will keep invaluable when you explore this tower of yours. I'm honored to join your expedition if you have me. Another valuable offer of support you cannot afford to refuse. You can now add Rakim, a Rune Lord, to your party. Rakim has joined your party. Rakim, a Rune Lord, is a fierce frontline warrior able to wear heavy armor. Among other things, he can place elemental traps and can reduce enemy armor. Like all dwarves, he's extremely hardy and easily underestimated by opponents unfamiliar with their martial expertise. His ancestors wrought great holes into the mountains of Atar, although their legendary mining, smelting, and smithing skills have been lost to them for many hundreds of years. Interesting. Dwarves who don't know how to smith. He resides in the Artificer Hall, and he can bring knowledge of item forged to a way to upgrade equipment. Okay, let's take a look at this dude. Okay, what do you have? Let's take a look at the skill tree first. Enchants his weapon, adding mana leech on each hit. Okay. Armor or damage boosting, so tanky or DPS, okay. Fire rune. Place Fireball is one of his skills, okay. Place multiple runes in a selected area that activate after 3 seconds. So, pull out mines. Blinds enemies in a cone. Okay, well, let's take that for the threat reset. And let's go DPS in hand. Okay, stun versus explosion radius. Okay, that'll do for now. Now he wears heavy armor. This possibly explains why there's so many hammers in this game. Okay, so let's make this guy some pants, boots, and gloves. So, hats. That actually net increases health and mana regen. Okay, cool. Hell, okay, this dude seems like, okay, he's slow as all hell. This guy seems like he's gonna be a mix of might and life for the most part. Give him a bit of mastery. Fascinating. let's go. A strange statue made of light and mist floats over the pedestal. It does not speak, but smiles warmly to the champion. There is an inscription in its base. Welcome to the market square. May trade always be profitable and fair. If you wish to request a grantor of truth for your transactions, please contact Administrator Krissa.
Would you look at this door? A mastercraft of dark gold if ever I saw one. Nigh unbreakable. I wish I had a diamond chisel so I could chip off a piece and show it to my brother.
What is it with you dwarves? I always wanted to break and dismantle things. I'm truly perplexed by how your city stood as long as they did.
Well, Sir Druid, as you may guess, it's just in our nature. We want to understand whatever we come into contact with. Among my folks, it is said the greatest craftsman of all of Atara. We built wonders from metal and gears, steam-powered machines that ran by themselves, furnaces that never went out, even flying machines of metal that could move people. When I was a wee lad, my father taught me how to make small mechanisms from gears and springs, but nothing compared to what the stories tell. They say my kind could move mountains. I come here to find if their tales telling the truth or telling lies.
Then you'll be happy to hear the tales of your people are true. We saw visions with our own eyes. Their land was indeed home to steam machines you speak of, largest buildings and moving with incredible speeds on tracks of steel, and giant metal birds that flew in the skies through the air without flapping their wings.
I rolled Reader of gods, oh god, how the hell have I pronounced that? Beard! So it's all true. I knew it! Deep in my bones, I just knew it. You've brought me more joy than you realize, lass.
Why is something advertising viewers? I need to figure out how to turn that off. Warmest salutations to all who seek enlightenment. Please note, by taking any books from these registers without express permission of the curator, marked by the curator seals, will result in immediate and irrevocable expulsion.
Then a weapon that can pause
It's far. It'll take you far long and too delicate for a successful pick. You only need to get into the planet libraries with a key. Got it. Missed the chest there. Interesting. Wait, did I get select his weapon correctly? I like this dwarf from what I've seen of him. The dwarf and the elf so far. I mostly just don't like the human archer. And then it's not like super hostile, it's just... As your party walks through the halls, Eric came to an abrupt stop. Before anyone can question his actions, he lays his open palm on the smooth stone of a nearby wall. For a split second, his hand seemed to sink into the stone. Interesting. I have no knowledge of this substance. It radiates a mild enchantment. You sound surprised human builders were capable of such materials. I find it hard to believe that humans had mastery of a substance I know nothing about. Perhaps the engineers had some elven assistance. Mumbling, as if we're totally useless without the experience and knowledge of the elves. He is a bit racist. It is a magic wall. If we encountered one earlier, it can be opened. We just need to locate the release mechanism. Last time a simple lever did the trick. Let's give you some better armor because... Oof, that only put it up one step. Okay, I didn't realize that's how it worked. New battle mode. Defend mana orbs. Enemies here are trying to destroy mana orbs. They are destroyed, the fight is lost. Okay.
Money.
At your service. May the light guide your path. Acknowledged. Advancing.
Heru Amin.
Yes.
Moving into position. My lord?
Mani Marte.
For honor and glory. At once, sire.
Maninata.
Sire. For honor and glory. On my way. For honor and glory. At your service. Your wish is my command. Heading out. Onwards to the fray.
Mani.
All right. Affirmative.
Are we getting... Okay.
My lord,
Sea Samin.
at your service. May the light guide your path.
Yes.
Amin Vera. Yasenle.
Yes, moving. One side. How may I help you?
Unleash hell.
Sire. Onwards to the fray.
Advancing!
At your service. Acknowledged.
I never miss.
Yes, moving! For honor and glory!
How may I help you?
Unleash hell.
Maninata.
Aye, my lord! At once, sire!
Shoot them.
My lord? Onwards to the fray! Yes, moving! For honor and glory!
Yes. Moving into position.
Sire!
Manimarte.
How may I help you?
Unleash hell.
Yes, sire! Yes, moving!
Mani.
I never miss.
At your service.
Maninata.
Aye, my lord! Head out! Advancing! Yes, moving!
Manimarte.
Yes, my lord. All right.
Shoot them.
It's actually done more self-healing than the normal fighter. Interesting. Yeah, the highest DPS. Okay, that's good to know.
On my way.
Secret passage is just opened. I pulled the curious book. That was weird. Not sure what's going on with the weird snake statue. Let's take a look. +1 speed. With speed, I'm pretty sure is first now. 1,000 plus. No, it doesn't. Okay, once again, your maths is very dubious. My hero is exemplary, thank you. What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy dividing 16 by 25 equals 3? Why? Who are you and what is your purpose here? I am the guarantor of truth and fairness, the statue of all. Wow, you must have been terrible at your job. What are those truths you guarantee? The most important truth of all, the truth of commerce. I guarantee that exchange rates are accurate and that goods are traded and valued properly in exchange for a negligible commission. I am essential for the stability of trade within the tower. It is by my will alone the foundations of a strong economy exists. Now be gone, I am busy. You have gold. Do you wish to invest? Okay. Let's give him 50 gold and see what happens. You've invested in a 10-year bond at 7 minus the 25 gold administration fee. You will receive 50. A decade? You don't mean to say you really expect us to return this place? I warned you against mystic finances and serpents. Please return upon maturation. Honorless, thieving scoundrels, give us back our gold. Please return upon maturation. Well, the elf did try to warn us. That's why I only invested in small amounts. You're trying to bomb maturation.
The races soon abandoned all research into new technologies. They grew complacent, weak. Even the elves, usually reserved and aloof, became consumed by this newly found omnipotence. Why waste time and energy if you could get everything with a wave of your hand? Why grow crops if you could summon up a table full of exotic delicacies and noble drinks? They drank and danced all day and night long, and they all ignored the first signs of the change. People began to fall ill. One by one, their senses began to fail. Their sight, hearing, taste. Nothing that a short burst of power couldn't heal. At first. But the more power they absorbed, the more serious their illness became. Some became paralyzed. Some stopped caring and stood motionless, just staring into the sky. Some just stopped eating and died. And then came the visions. People started to see things around them. Dark shapes floating in the wind, circling, watching, waiting.
The previous vision had the discovery of magic in an otherwise technological world. It seems like they're going over kind of almost a Warhammer 40k Slaanesh type vibe of post-scarcity economy, plus then something weird happens because of it. In this case, it's because the magical MacGuffin they used, well, was probably dangerous. Shocker. Ah, Sir Druid, but don't be so quick to throw stones. The vision showed a few elves more than their heads full of ale and magic. Indeed, though I highly suspect whoever is responsible for this mental presentation is perhaps a bit of a dramatist. I just don't understand how they didn't put two and two together and realize the magic was making them sick all along. It's far easier to judge a situation when you're not in that situation, Maeve. I guess. When people are dying, it seems like someone should have at least been paying more attention. Perhaps they didn't want to pay attention. Hedonists are often blind to the harm inflicted on both themselves and others, not just hedonists, dude. We have the whole environmental thing going on at the moment that people gladly turn their eyes away from. as well as more than a few other things of that note. Dark wires. Okay, we don't know how to use this. This is technology. Although they are completely correct that whoever is putting the visions is overly dramatic. Great. I have captured 2 villages. They feign ignorance of the key, but this is to be expected. Even the simpleton villagers know to fear my wrath. I will secure them up in the prison quarters and interrogate them later, thankless fools. I alone am responsible for saving our world. I alone shall need. None shall stop me. This place is the likeness of a prison. Strange to place it so near the city's main quarters. I don't think it was originally a prison. Looks like the size of these doors. I thought they were built to hold some. I doubt they were built to hold some prisoner of immense size. More likely it was originally a storage area of some sort. The real question is why they would need a prison in the first place. Presumably the same reason everyone else does. The combination of magic and technology, known as technomancy, was common back in the old days. Today, you have knowledge of some simple incantations and creations that would probably be nothing more than carnal tricks used by the ancients, play movements of children. The Artificer's Hall has yet such a place of basic learning. Vor's hammer. Machine. Would you look at that? What a marvelous relic. Rackham approaches the construct, touching it and prodding it with every square inch of the machine. After a few moments of rotating gears, pulling small chains and twisting buttons, the gears of the construct suddenly springs to life. Prisoner 4525 is not allowed any visitors. Please leave immediately. Rackham stumbles back, quickly a quick glance at his companions, his face full of confusion. Within a moment, the lively disputes erupt about what to do with the strange mechanical conscription. Although it is very old and rusty, it does look formidable. Maeve suggests leaving it where it is to rust, while Rackham urges the party to stay and see if anything happens. Okay, I am going to make them stay because it's almost certainly going to fight, but I'm curious. Though you may not share the dwarf's enthusiasm, the machine certainly has piqued your curiosity. You've never encountered such a well-preserved specimen, and a talking one at that. You delicately express your feelings of curiosity in Maeve's mind. A moment later, she agrees to see what will happen. Your champions anxiously wait a few seconds. Suddenly, the mechanical guards raises its rusty spirit above its head of charge. Yep, well, we knew that was going to happen.
Mani Marte. Tethlolale.
How may I help you?
Yes, sire. On my way.
You are the most important one to put in place early because you're slow.
Right between the eyes.
Acknowledged.
Sire.
Mani Marte.
Shoot them.
Aye, my lord.
Maninata.
Yes.
May the light guide your path.
Ooh. Ironically, for the person who wants to come here, give us a bow. No, they really weren't. They're saying this pushed them to the edge of their capacities. No, that was a pretty easy fight. As it's the psycho wizard was capturing these guys. Oh yeah, of course he was. I wonder if he was using this as the prison then. Great. Okay, who got trapped?
Maninata.
Oh god, it's two of them.
My blade is yours to command.
Both the ranged people. Great.
Moving into position. Ready to serve, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Sire! On my way!
Bien.
Sire.
Heru Amin.
Yes, moving! Onwards to the fray!
Mani. Dilla.
Aye, my lord! Getting out!
Unleash hell.
Your wish is my command.
Mani Marte.
Right between the eyes. I never miss.
Mani.
Affirmative.
Mani Marte.
Will
Yes.
Maninata.
I never miss.
all right. Affirmative. My blade is yours to command.
Yes.
Once, sire.
Slow. He's good. He's very slow though.
Position.
Amin vera. Yasenle.
All right.
Heading out.
Acknowledge.
Shoot them.
Mani Marte.
Right between the eyes.
All right.
Sire.
Affirmative.
Onwards to the fray. Yes, moving.
My lord.
At once, sire. Advancing. Yes, moving. Onwards to the fray.
Mani Marte.
Advancing.
I can't believe they actually left us here. The last guard to enter flew in with haste, snatching a few belongings and rushed out without even checking on the prisoners. Before he left, he mustered something about the Magi in a panic. It had been 33 days since not a single soul has returned to the prison. I can only imagine the Magi fled, never to return. With their departure, our fates have been sealed. There's no way to force the door open. So I spent days and nights digging in the stone and dirt. Today I finally reached my adjoining cell. I'd hoped to keep going until I freed myself from the prison, but my hunger and weakness are too great to continue. Such cruel irony of life. Imprisoned for pouring soup over an elder teacher, and now starving to death alone and forgotten. I will miss the sunset over the ice plains, bathing in the ever-cold sea. May the spirits remember me. I survived 33 days without getting fed. It's about half the size of a normal human, so it's probably not human. Could be an orc, maybe? Well, that wouldn't be an Polkai, but it had some of their directions. That is a notable improvement in armor. Righty. Okay, sorry, just doing some stuff in the background. Sleeve is still searching for me, for others as well. I see him pacing back and forth outside the door. He has never looked inside. He just keeps talking to himself. I'm too far off to hear most of what he's saying, but it's clear he's quite mad. Curse him. Tomorrow, if I do not see him, I'll leave this place and move south to the cave to retrieve the key. There, I'll push forward and find another way up or down. Okay, well, that tells us the key is further south then. This is the tunnel you dug out. I have questions. sinister spectre of unusual size is standing ahead of the party, guarding the passage to the side. The defense mechanisms of the power must expend considerable energy to create such a being. Powerful waves of energy surge from this apparition. You must be ready to confront such a challenge.
Huh. Have a wee bit of confidence in your allies, my elven friend. I didn't doubt for a second we four could handle this, Rafe.
I am going to give it a go, Sir Dwarf, but first I am going to save. Fallen Magi. Now this is going to be... I was just wondering if this is the guy we've been
Money.
following, but I don't think it is.
Shoot them.
Sea Samin.
Will do.
Yes.
My lord?
You place some mines here because come from there.
At your service.
At your service.
Mani Marte.
My lord?
Ready to serve, my lord.
Mani Marte. Una Dilla.
Between the eyes.
Mani.
Sire.
Slow it down a bit.
Yes, moving.
May the light guide your path.
Okay.
Mani Marte.
I
I
didn't see that
never
there was
miss.
obviously another place it could come from. Right behind us, that makes sense.
Aye, my lord.
Okay, you need to throw out some healing
Mani
handles.
Marte.
You give healing arcs, they take you a little bit now.
My blade is yours to command.
Yes, sire. Onwards to the fray.
To get out of that lightning area was something I probably should have been saying. Good to know.
At once, sire. Heading out. On my way.
Shoot them.
Sire.
Mani Nata.
At your service.
Mani Marte.
Affirmative.
Sire.
Become dangerous to stand too
Advancing.
close to this guy.
Ready to serve, my lord.
Unleash hell.
Sea Samin.
Coming.
Manga. Lemerna.
All right.
Mani Nata. Sea Samin. Heru Amin.
My blade is yours to command.
Yes, moving. Moving out. At once, sire. Orders? Yes, moving. At once, sire. On my way. Heading out. Onwards to the fray.
All right.
حلو أمين. مني مانجا لمنا.
How may I help you? Moving into position.
At your service.
Yes, my lord.
مني مارتن. مارتن.
Okay, we just got the elf out of there alive. I can't make out most of it, but it appears to be blueprints. If I had to guess, it was some sort of weapon, a wand, or short staff, perhaps?
Let me have it. I'll find a way to decipher it later, even if it takes me 100 years to do it.
Let's just return to the city and see what we can do with this. Pretty cool too. Great Maeve, and I can train Rackham. Okay, I'm going to put Hunter's Mark in instead of those traps, so I don't use those traps much. Fireball. Throw a giant fireball. I found this to be the least useful of the ability so far. So let's unequip that. Okay, let's get myself more hammers. so you can just pick fights and get rewards. That seems to be a very high DPS. Let's try this. 23 more guys to pick up.
Mani Marte. Desolale.
Shoot them.
Aye, my lord.
Ready to serve, my lord.
Yes, sire.
All right.
Unleash hell.
Will do.
Aye, my lord. Advancing.
Yes, my lord. Acknowledge. Your wish is my command.
Mani.
Affirmative.
Mani Marte.
Yes.
Shoot them.
Yes, sire.
Moving into position.
Manga. Le Merna. Mani.
How may I help you? Acknowledge.
Heading out.
Yes.
Thanks, mate.
Going.
Mani Marte.
Controller? So punches mark.
Mani.
Honorable?
Sire,
Go off a bit.
Yes.
your wish is my command.
Moving out.
My blade is yours to command.
Unleash hell.
Affirmative.
Yes, moving.
Sea Samin.
Orders. Heading out. For honor and glory.
At your service. All right.
Sire.
Yes.
Moving into position.
Heru Amin.
Between the eyes.
Orders. Yes, moving. Advancing. Onwards to the front. My lord. For honor and glory. On my way.
Shoot them.
Ready to serve, my lord.
Mani Marte.
For honor and glory. Yes, moving.
How may I help you?
Yes, moving. Advancing.
Mani Marte.
Yes.
Sire. Moving out.
At your service.
Orders.
Acknowledge.
Last few.
Will do.
once, sire.
Affirmative.
Righty. Yeah, that also seems to be ludicrously powerful. So...
Maninata.
Shoot them.
awkward setup.
All right.
Amin vera. Yes.
On my way.
Sire? How may I help you?
Unleash hell.
Heru Amin.
May the light guide your path.
Maninata.
Sire?
2%. Oh, boy. This is gonna take a while.
Acknowledge.
Moving. Sire. Onwards to the fray. Yes, sire. Heading out.
Yeah, these are incredibly tanky.
Animate.
Never miss.
Okay, that's not good.
Aye, my lord.
Consider it done.
Try to block them.
At your
Waits for a
service.
bit. You go.
Yes.
Yes, my lord.
Okay, good.
Sire?
Yes, sire.
Going.
My lord.
Maninata.
I'm feeling
Shoot
thinking
them.
there's any mana.
Mani.
Yes? Your wish is my command.
Yes, moving. Moving out. On my way.
Yes. Coming.
Yes, my lord.
Mani. Amin.
Orders?
I never miss.
Mani.
Yes, sire.
So I can't beat this
Unleash
one
hell.
at this rate.
Heru Amin.
They're just too tanky.
Acknowledge.
Right between the eyes.
Mani Marte.
Okay, Doki. So let's just continue with the tower for a bit, I guess. Miserable vermin told me nothing. They perished far too quickly. How dare they defy me? And I alone understand the world. Only I have the will and skill to wield the power. Who are they to defy me? They steal from me. Bah, ignorant fools. They have distracted me from my work far too long. I can waste no more time searching for the key of a message. I have to be taken to open the library door. All the knowledge contained within will be mine then. Then they will see. Every single one of them who question me, who dismisses me, they will pay, and the price will be high. I am sure the library must contain secrets to open a bridge between worlds. It is a wealth and abundance of other worlds that will sustain our own. I will take their food, water, and riches. They will labor from me, worship me. I will build an empire unprecedented in scope and greatness. Atara will not only be reborn, it will extend across the heavens themselves. Okay, so he's a fucking lunatic. We got it. But also, he thinks this is a multi-dimensional thing, which we can get to sustain resources from our own world, which is dying. So, basically, want to turn us into Dukari or something. Okay, let's fight these things.
Maninata.
That I don't like. Okay, so... And that was mines.
Unleash hell.
Otherwise, just try to go to one flank and hold there.
Julien.
Do you know what?
Moving
Just
into
hold these
position.
bridges from one side.
Sea Samin. Uma de la.
Affirmative.
Aye, my lord.
Ready to serve, my lord. All right.
Yes.
Yes, sire.
Acknowledged. Affirmative. Yes? Your wish is my command.
Shoot them.
Orders?
At your service.
Maninata.
Sire!
My blade is yours to command. All right. Yes.
For honor and glory!
At your service. Moving into position.
My lord?
Affirmative.
Maninata.
Yes. Acknowledged.
Yes,
No,
moving!
it seems to be me.
Moving into position.
Heruamin.
Right between the eyes.
Orders?
Mani.
Yes.
Desolale.
Acknowledged.
Okay, that's pretty well. This is probably a buffing fountain. That's mana increase, but actually the dwarf could probably use that. He's going to burn mana pretty quickly. Oh, you were right, Master Smith. Oh, right. As mud as whole in a summer hot day. What? Then why do you keep jumping in every shadow? Do you think no one noticed? I admit I'm a little on edge. It was that blasted vision. A bit about dark shapes circling overhead. Don't tell me a tale from ancient times has just spooked. Nay, it's nae that, Sir Druid. You see, our people have legends about dark things round our place. Things that nae axe or hammer can harm. Things that came from thin air and drain your life before you know what happened. And something from the vision makes you think these two dark creatures are one and the same? No, laddie. Nothing from the vision drew that comparison. It's more to think. Think about it. The more I can't help but feel it be true. Now travel to the heart of British territory. Okay, advised caution. What nonsense is this? Okay, advised conscious. What nonsense is this? That's the spirit, lass. Let's just charge him and take him by surprise. I was being sarcastic, joking. Those orcs are dangerous opponents, and they're clearly entrenched here. Kane's right, we should be cautious. Bah, this human humor. Who could understand it? Do you, Sir Druid? All this incessant banter only serves to give away our position. I highly urge we cease at once. So the answer is no. Okay, siege weapon. Huh. Well, now we know the orcs have concentrated their attention here. A giant battering ram. What do they intend to use it on? Such a horrific device in the hands of these savages. I believe they could sunder even the legendary greats of Lothlorien.
Bah, you exaggerate, Sir Druid. The dwarves crafted their gates of Lothlorien as a gift to the elven people. It is made of dark gold, reinforced with obsidian. This orcish ram would splinter to 1,000,000 pieces against those gates.
If you insist. Seeing as we are not even in the elven capital and do not stand protected by its gates, I feel somewhat vulnerable. Before your party manages to finish the conversation, a familiar crack of electricity lights up the halls. They plan to use it on the floor below. They are going to dismantle it into pieces and transport it in preparation for their siege.
I don't believe my eyes. A spirit that appears from thin air.
Be at ease, Master Smith. The Tower Avatar has appeared before us before. She is an ally. My apologizing for not appearing sooner. I have been preoccupied. Nothing you need to be concerned about. But rest assured, I have been watching you closely. As for this war machine, the orcs have scavenged the long-abandoned equipment here in the tower to instruct it. It is built on old blueprints they discovered. As long as the orcish leader draws breath, they will defend this weapon to no end. If you plan to destroy it, you must defeat their leader first. Severing the head of the snake should end the threat of the orcs in the tower, at least for some time. Be warned, their leader is a very old and powerful creature. I advise finding a way to weaken it before you challenge it. The orcs have roamed your halls for many years. As one duty-bound profession to another, can you tell us how to weaken the leaders such as theirs? Search the area nearby. The orcs have been using explosives to mine ore for their forges. What-ifs? Explosives. A powerful and dangerous ancient technology. They are round metal balls with a rope protruding from one end. Just slide the end of the rope and throw it as fast as you can at whatever you want to destroy. The explosives won't be enough to kill the leader of the orcs, but should be enough to significantly weaken him. You honor us with our knowledge, Avatar. We are in your debt. Mumbling. We need our little thick here there, Kay? Addressing the Tower Avatar. Thanks for the advice, but we've managed to defeat everything the orcs have thrown at us so far. I don't think we need a trick to finish their leader. Courtesy, High Courtier. She is trying to help us. I think it is good to... I think I see a good spot to be in firing range of this creature. Since you're in the mood for sharing info, one thing troubles me. Why did these orcs build the machine in the first place? Apparently, the creatures below have stopped the orcs' advance. In a last desperate act, they plan to use the battering ram to break through the walls below and avoid their enemy altogether. Creatures below? What creatures? And what's waiting for us on the next floor of the tower? Well, if you continue with this mission, you'll soon find out. After all, you've handled any danger well until now, without the need for any tricks. Farewell. Just take the piss out of like Rogue. The Tower Avatar doesn't like to be forthright, does she? Is it me, or do I sense a slight animosity in her tone? I don't know why any of you fault her. She is tasked with keeping the tower safe. She could just well have remained silent and never appeared before us. Some aid is better than none, is it not? As long as she doesn't try to stop our descent, I see no harm in considering her advice. If the orc's leader is as strong as she suggests, it may be rash to challenge him head-on. I should look for these explosives. Besides, small blows that blow stuff up? Sounds like fun. Shakes head in disbelief. Okay, I think I'm going to save and call it quits for this recording. For those of you who do not exist and are watching it, thank you for watching, looking, I don't know, maybe there was someone on, I don't know. Anyway, cheerio, I guess. How do I solve this thing?